Hey everyone, I'm Pion and welcome to Depth of Extinction. What is Depth of Extinction, you ask? I like to call it a post-apocalyptic turn-based squad tactics game. It's available on Steam and itch.io, and this is what it looks like. So it's a squad tactics game, and it's very obviously heavily inspired by the current generation of XCOM titles because it actually shares a lot of core mechanics. However, the developers did put their own spin on it and did implement a few improvements here and there, and also the metagame is very different. So yeah, there will be a lot of comparisons to XCOM in this view because of that reason, but yeah, bear with me, I guess. So it's a post-apocalyptic setting. The humans you play with travel in submarines because, well, water is everywhere basically, but however, you don't play that much with a submarine. Actually, the core gameplay is when you leave the submarine to raid a base or scavenge in an outpost or something along those lines, and that's what we're doing here. We're attacking a slaver base or outpost, and yeah, we're trying to rescue a hostage, which is over here. And usually for hostage missions, you see those doors here. You have to unlock them, so you have to find a terminal first. So we're gonna try to find that first by probably going down here and hoping that it's somewhere here, and then making our way over there to that room. So it's as I said, similar to XCOM. So the movement system is the same. You have 2 actions per unit per turn, and you can use those actions to either move once or twice. So green area is 1 move, orange area is a sprint for 2 moves, or you can use the second action or the second action for something else, for shooting, for example. But you cannot use both actions for shooting, for example. You can only use one of them for shooting. Most actions, other than moving, will end your turn, even though they only cost 1 action usually, or 1 action point, rather. So, yeah, there are a lot of other mechanics as well that are similar. There's half cover and full cover. It works a little different, but we're going to talk about that in a moment when we actually get into combat. For now, I'm going to try to set up a breach on this door so we get our troops in position. Actually, let's put him somewhere else. Let's put him up here, I guess. I think I'm gonna, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so where's my shotgun guy? That's the dude with the shotgun. So he will open the door from here, and we get the other 2 in position in cover. We'll put him on Overwatch. It doesn't do much here in this point actually, but yeah, Overwatch will be more important later, obviously. Overwatch works exactly the same as an XCOM. As soon as an enemy moves into sight, he gets shot at. So yeah, I think I'm gonna show you the first mechanic that is actually new in this game, or new, different to XCOM. There is a move called, or an action called Defer, and that allows you to defer your move until after the next character. Which this is a really cool implementation, a really cool feature in my opinion, because I'm not stuck with this turn order here. I can just do the defer thing, and then it will switch to that character. However, it's a little limited. I cannot, like, if I want to defer to Keelhaul, for example, who is the 3rd in line right now, I can't do that. Because if I defer now, like, just take a look here. If I defer now, I'm gonna defer again. It's Crypto's turn again, and then it's Crystal's turn again, and then it's Crypto's turn again, and yeah, we're not getting anywhere with this. So I have to at least take the second in the row, I guess. So let's open the door and see what is behind. Okay, no enemy in sight so far. So I'm gonna walk up to this box. Well, actually, let's walk up here. So this is a thing you would normally not do in XCOM. I'm using both of my actions, running into a dark room, or an unexplored room rather. And that would be a terrible idea in XCOM because if you spot an enemy, this dude is stuck and dead. But there's a mechanic in this game I'm gonna show you as soon as it triggers, which it doesn't, unfortunately, because there's no enemy in this room when we get there. But we got some fuel, so let's get that. Doesn't seem like the interface is here, or the terminal. So I guess we're just gonna set up for next. Oh, never mind, there it is. Great. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna try to unlock that and then get through the next door. Actually, we could skip that room actually by just going there. Well, why? I think it should be. The mission should be sufficiently quick by just going through there. So let's, oops, that's not what I wanted. Well, it doesn't really matter. So set up for the next door already. You go and cover there. And you go cover there, that's my sniper. And you please unlock the doors, thank you. And then get to that door. And actually open it. It seems like an abandoned room anyway, so that's good. Let's move there and try to get to the next room. So this is a little slow start here because I'm not actually encountering enemies, which is a little unfortunate. But we're gonna get into a fight, I expect, probably in this room now. Yeah, very likely. Let's get this guy in cover. And the sniper over there.
On your guard.
And then the shotgun dude gets to the door. The interface is a little iffy sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't show the move thing and you can't click then. You have to just move them around the mouth a little bit and wiggle it a little bit until it shows the move thingy. Which is a little weird, but it's not too bad. Again, no enemies so far, but I'm pretty sure there will be someone in here. I would be very surprised if not, to be honest. Let's get there. There we go. So, and now the mechanic I was mentioning earlier, triggers. So that was my second action point. So in XCOM, this guy would be dead, would be a sitting duck now. However, in this game, when you encounter an enemy, you get an extra move, or not necessarily. You get at least one more move. So if you encounter an enemy on your second action, you will get another move. There's another important thing here. You don't have to Overwatch crawl with your whole team through unexplored areas, because when you encounter an enemy, they will always be last in turn order. You will be the first to act, always, with all your characters before the enemies get a turn. So that's one of the, or two of the mechanics that allow you to be less crawly than you would be in an XCOM title. So I think we're sitting in a good spot here, though. This is full cover. Well, actually, no. Let's move up here probably. That allows me. Yeah, that's a good idea, I think. So I'm gonna go here. No, actually, that makes it too easy for him to flank me. Let's go there. And now I can't get there without spending my second action. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess we go and cover here and try to shoot at him. Okay, now let's talk about the shooting mechanics. They work fairly similar to XCOM, but there's a little quirk to it. Or not quirk, they're more predictable. So basically, when there's an enemy, you get 100% hit chance as a baseline. And this hit chance will be adjusted. Your weapon has a range. When the enemy is further away than the range, then you get a penalty. And the further away, the higher the penalty until it reaches 0 range. Oh, apparently there's another enemy over there. Okay, that's unfortunate. Well, let's worry about that in a moment. So you start with 100% and you get a penalty when the enemy is too far away for your weapon. And then you get another penalty when he's in cover. So half cover gives you less of a penalty than full cover, obviously, and that's basically it. And that means if an enemy is in the open and is close enough, you get a 100% hit chance. You don't get these situations where you're sitting right next to the alien in XCOM with the shotgun right in his face and has a 95% hit chance, and there is this 5% chance to actually miss, which is not necessarily even a 5% chance because XCOM's lying on its statistics. Well, not lying, but it's not showing all the modifiers for some reason. So, but that's a different topic. So yeah, shooting is more predictable in this game than it is in XCOM, which I appreciate. It's less frustrating, in my opinion. So let's do that. Let's shoot him and see if I hit him. Well, I will hit him and see if I kill him. I don't. So he's heavily injured now, which is good. So I could shoot at him, but he's not in range. So that's why I get so low hit chance problem. It actually shows you. There we go. Base 100, range minus 100 because he's way too far away. So I want to swoop in somewhere. Can't get too far. Oh yeah, there's another thing that happened. As soon as you enter combat, or well, in combat, your movement speed is halved. So you can see that the movement range seems to be way shorter than it was before I entered combat. And that is because of that. You have double movement speed out of combat in comparison to in combat. And that is also to make the crawling through the base while you're not in combat easier and quicker. However, there's a risky thing you have to keep in mind. When you're sprinting into a room with your first character, and encounter an enemy, for the extra move you get, you will be limited by the in-combat movement. So sometimes you make your second action, move into a room, encounter an enemy, want to just go back to where you came from, and you can't because your range just got halved. That's a little unfortunate. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna go there and go into Overwatch. I'm not in cover here, but the enemies can't shoot me from there either, so if they get closer I can shoot them, if not. So the sniper has a special ability, well this one because I leveled her up, has a special ability that allows her to go in Overwatch after spending both action points on moving. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go here and go into Overwatch automatically, so that's good. There we go, that was the Overwatch shot from that guy, that's good. And he got close enough to shoot him without getting hit by the sniper. That's very unfortunate. Let's see, I think I'm going over here. He has a shotgun, but I'm probably... It's probably too risky to actually just run up at him. Like, this is not a sure hit from here. So I could go there to threaten him next time. Like, I could go here and then shoot at him, but my hit chance will be minimal. So actually, let's go here and try to flank him. That might work. Actually, I'm not in Overwatch if I do that. A little scared. Because he might come just run around down here and come around here. And that would be dangerous. So let's just go here. Actually, that was dumb because I'm not in cover. Never mind. Let's go there. Tactic games while I'm commentating. Well, games in general while I'm commentating. Hard. Thinking and talking at the same time. Okay, this dude is just gonna move. That's all half cover. I could go here. Not gonna be... I guess we just play it slowly. Go there, go into Overwatch. And if he gets closer, we shoot him. So, I think I want to defer this move because I actually want to go where the sniper... Well, actually... Yeah, I want to be where the sniper is right now. So, let's defer Keyhole's move. And put the sniper... Oh, I could shoot. I think that's not worth it, though. I think I'm going to go here. Maybe I shoot from here. Oh, yeah, that's a 67% chance. That's way better because cover is only half from here. So, this is basically flanking angle. Or half flanking, not full flanking, but... yeah. So you can see here minus 32% for cover and minus 11% for range because the sniper has a pretty good range but not unlimited. I think the red circle is the range. And I'm gonna shoot him. I miss, unfortunately. And now we go here and go into Overwatch with the last character, and he's gonna try to shoot this guy. Oh yeah, by the way, you can destroy cover by just shooting at the enemy, actually. So if you miss while they're behind cover, you usually hit the cover. Yeah, you can see here the cover did take 4 damage. So that's a thing that happens. Again, I would like to flank him with my shotgun, but 57%. That's not bad. That's not bad, especially if I can shoot with the sniper again. Or I could just go into Overwatch here, but he might just stay there and shoot at me. Well, I'm in full cover, that would be okay. Let's go Overwatch. Let's go Overwatch. And not getting in a good spot with this guy. Not a fan. Let's defer this for the moment and see if we can get the sniper moving. Well, we can get her moving, but she will be in Overwatch afterwards instead of just shooting, which would be a 41% chance to hit. Like, that's not terrible. It's not great either. So, yeah, let's go. Oh, that's actually half. No, it should be full cover. Well, it depends where he moves. He might be flanking me from there, actually. Or half flanking, that is. Which is not great, if that's the case.
Go, go, go!
Let's do that anyway. And now we move him at least over here. And yeah, no way I'm gonna hit him from here, so let's get out there. Yeah, let's just get more people in Overwatch, even if they're in half cover. It should be fine, I hope. He started moving. That was a mistake. I hope that was a mistake. Yeah, it was a mistake. Okay, good. So, enemies down. Start to get some loot. And reload your weapons.
Keep coming.
And then get moving.
Let's go.
So, reload the weapons. That's very important.
Go,
Or
go,
you're
go.
gonna run out of ammo, which you really don't want to happen in the middle of combat. For obvious reasons. Because reloading takes an action, if the reason's not obvious. Same as in XCOM. As you can see, my movement speed just doubled again.
Heading out.
So those are very small mechanics, but I really dig them. Like, especially the extra moves you get when you encounter an enemy. That's great. That's really good. I really like that mechanic. And that all your crew members are like ready to go when you encounter combat, because it really stops you from just crawling around move by move, or one move per turn, going into Overwatch with all your crew members every time for every turn while there's no enemy inside, as you do in XCOM, which is a really, really boring playstyle, but it's the optimum way of playing XCOM. And this game just decided, or the developers decided to let's make people not do that, and I think it kind of works. So I'm glad that's the case here.
In position.
Yeah, you just wait here. You get the loot. Inferno ammo, that's an equipable item that allows you to, well, basically Gives a 40% chance doing extra fire damage when you hit someone. Okay, let's open that door. Well, actually, one more character. I want to open it with the shotgun guy.
Target acquired.
Ah, hi. Actually, I did put the wrong character in front, I think. Maybe. Oh, did I? I might have. Like, Crypto's my warden. Who is the one I want to have next to the shotgun guy because he's pretty tanky. This is unfortunate because there's no proper cover here. Okay, you can see here, like, it's orange here because this would be regular full cover, but from the angle he is at right now, he can shoot that half flanked, so the effect of the cover is reduced. I still might go there because if he stays there out in the open, he's just screwed. He might go there though, but then he's in. I think I could run at him with a shotgun. Like, it's better going into half cover than there though. Let's do that. Let's get into half cover here. I have a lot of health with him still left, and damage is not as permanent as it is in the XCOM, so it's not too bad. Oh, that's actually a pretty good shot. Let's do that. I get a heavy range modifier here because I'm shooting with a shotgun. The shotgun has really short range, as you can see, but it deals tremendous amounts of damage, so... Well, if it hits... Oh yeah, actually the damage is scaling with range with a shotgun, so that's not that much damage on range, but if you're getting close, it hurts. That's... No, that's bad. Well, I guess we go here.
Go.
And try... Yeah, we get a good shot here, so that should be a kill. Good. There are probably more enemies in this room, though. Oh yeah, she has the ability to shoot again when she killed someone. There's no one available though. So it doesn't auto-continue for some reason. That's a little weird. That's basically not a bug necessarily, but my only option, what I can do right now is end her turn. But, well, if there would be another enemy, I could have shot again. But, yeah, when there's none, you still get the turn. So, yeah, I guess we get into full cover and go into Overwatch, because there are more enemies in this room, certainly. Probably get closer soon, so let's just set a trap for them. There we go. Overwatch missed. Sniper did hit though, and he's almost dead. That's good. And he spent both his movement points. Okay, and there's another one. Might just go there and shoot him with a shotgun. That sounds like a plan. Actually, his cover is flanked already, but I'm not actually sure. Let's try. I'm not 100% sure if I get a full flank from here. I think I don't. Would make sense that I do. Oh, no, I do. Okay, so that's a full flank now, which gives me a pretty good chance of just killing him. Well, hitting him, that is. It's less than great. Let's defer the sniper right now, because she could shoot at whoever and try to kill those dudes with other means. Could get closer, but that's probably... Well, actually, I probably get like a half flank from here. But then I'm out in the open. I could just throw a grenade. Let's actually do that. That's way better. I'm just gonna throw a grenade. Yeah, that's surely gonna kill him. Or safely. So let's do that. Oh, what? Oh, okay, there we go. The interface did not really work. Didn't respond to my action for some reason, but then it worked. Okay, so he's down. We could actually do the same here. Yeah, let's just... Okay, if that's the case, we can safely kill him. So let's just get here with the sniper. Okay, we can safely kill him this way as well. And that's... Oh yeah, it also shows you, like, alert level is now low now because I killed all the enemies. And it didn't actually leave combat until those guys were killed. So basically combat is, so far at least, room-based. There are some missions where there are no rooms, like where you in like a... I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like a thingy over the sea, actually, with planks and stuff, and there are no rooms there. It works a little different there, but in those underwater bases, the combat is basically room-based. It's just extra turn again. I'm sure she killed someone.
On the move.
Okay, let's get the loot
Let's go.
and get the hostage.
Let's go. Target acquired.
There we go.
As
Get
you
there.
wish.
And get more loot.
On the move. 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 On the m
And I guess I want to go here and see if there's more loot over there.
Got your sense.
Okay, there isn't, unfortunately. Well, I guess we start moving, getting backward, back to the submarine. There's one more cool mechanic I want to show you. So the civilian is now part of the crew. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn on follow mode. Follow mode will make all your characters follow one of them. And I'm gonna say, everyone follow Crystal, please. And you can choose between offensive and defensive mode, which changes how they follow you. Offensive means they try to follow you as directly as possible, while defensive means they try to stay in cover. So now I'm gonna just control Crystal. Let's say go there, and now everyone else will just follow him. And this is a great mechanic. Like, this is amazing. It's a really good idea. Also, in missions where there's no hostage, it will give you the opportunity to just evacuate as soon as you got the main objective. And it will warn you, however, that not all loot will be collected. And if you deny that, so that's a good mechanic on its own already. But if you deny it, it will automatically end the mission as soon as you got all loot on the map. So that's also really cool, because it just means after you cleared the map completely, the mission will just end and you will not have to like walk somewhere or whatever. So that's really good. But in the hostage missions, you have to get your hostage back, even if there are no enemies on the map left, which is a little silly. Like, it's basically the same situation right now, but it doesn't work for hostage missions, so I have to wait for her to get into the rescue zone. And there we go, then you get some XP and the items you found and stuff like that. Characters can level up. The leveling up is even a little similar to how it works in XCOM. I'm gonna show you actually right now. Choose a character. Oh no, actually we can't. Wait, I can't go in that screen at all. Oh wait, no, no, I can't get in the full screen. Well, okay, I guess this is enough here though. So this is the stats the characters have. There are 5 base stats: Constitution, Awareness, Reaction, Grit, and Speed. And then there's this special stat which is based on the class you choose when you first level them up. And the special skill will unlock their special or their class skills. But all the other stats have skills as well. So leveling up Constitution, you can see it on the right, or well, I can show you here. So leveling up Constitution would increase my hit points by 2, reduce the chance of getting a status effect by 1, or by 1 point. Like that's like a certain amount of percentage, I guess. And when I get 5 Constitution, I activate the Regen skill, which restores some health on every turn. So that's how all the stats work. So awareness, for example, gives you dodge, cover use, initiative, and visual range, but it will also unlock Watcher and vital targeting on level 2 and 4. And that's how all those stats work. And this is a really cool system. I like this a lot. This is actually not as it is in XCOM though. I completely screwed that up for some reason. I'm not sure why I was thinking about that. I was thinking about a different leveling up system actually. Well, never mind. So this is actually a pretty cool leveling up system. I like this kind of, yeah, I really like this. You get usually, I think, 1 or 2 points per level up. I think you get 1 on your first level up and 2 afterwards, if I'm not completely mistaken. And that allows you to, well, choose what you want, and you can get 4 little Constitution, so your characters don't die as easily, and then get the skills you like, for example. Or you do whatever you want. You can just rush through all your class skills and stuff. So you have all those options. So that's pretty cool. Then you have a very limited inventory system. You have a weapon slot, an armor slot, and 2 item slots. And well, that's actually fairly similar to XCOM, I think, if I remember correctly. And weapons are of different classes. You can use whatever weapon, but if the character is not proficient with that weapon class, then he gets a penalty. So it shows here non-shotgun penalty because this character is not trained in using shotguns. And the penalty is that a reload will end his turn. So that's actually not that bad of a penalty, but still annoying though. So yeah. But you should stick with the weapons they're trained with usually. That makes sense. Armor usually gives you health and some resistance against some status effects or something along those lines. Then you have different equipments like frag grenades, bulletproof vest. Actually, I think this is actually not an equipment slot. I think this is actually a grenade slot, but I only got frag grenades so far. And then there's 1 equipment slot where you can get a bulletproof vest or inferno ammo, ballistic mask, scope, and that's pretty much what I've found so far. There's 1 or 2 more items I've found and sold so far, but yeah, in general, and that's one of my biggest problems with the game actually. the selection of items and weapons and stuff is very, very limited. So for weapons, I so far found a carbine, a shotgun, a sniper rifle, and I think it's a minigun, I think, like one big weapon. I assume there are more, but that's what I found so far. I'm at the beginning of the game still, but still, this is, I know, very limited so far, and it's very limited for items and stuff as well. And that's, in general, my problem with the game. Like, there's a lot of things that are just, it's not very fleshed out. And I really don't dig the overall theme. Like, I find the post-apocalyptic theme very, very boring. But that's a bit of personal preference, obviously. There are more stats and stuff like that here. You can customize them if you want to. Blah blah. But let's talk a little bit more about the meta game. So you go on a mission with your sub. You go on a mission. Actually, let's abort. No, let's not abort it yet. But we're in a mission right now. I'm gonna abort it afterwards to show you how the map screen looks like. We're in a mission right now, and every mission is a little bit like an FTL run, where you have multiple spots or multiple nodes you can travel to, and you try to get to a certain objective. And every node has like a story event popping up. Let's just go here. It gives you a text, and you can decide what to do. And in not all cases, but in a lot of cases, it results in a fight. Can I? I can't. Yeah, okay, I can't show a lot. I can't cancel now anymore. Damn it! I'm gonna find a way. I didn't want to go there. That's the settings menu. That's not where I wanted to go. Let's quit to title and see where we get in if I press continue, because the game doesn't save everywhere. So we're probably in the map screen right now. Not in the map screen, in the mission screen. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, that's how this works. And you use fuel, and some events will damage your submarine. And at the beginning of a mission, well, I'm gonna show you that in a moment. So yeah, you can hire new crew members sometimes. This submarine cannot take more than 4 of those, so that's not gonna help me. And there's a final mission or the final node for the mission objective usually. In this case, there was someone kidnapped, and we have to rescue them. And every mission, like this is the third, like they're how do I explain this? There are basically 2 levels of nodes. So there is a high level of nodes, and this is the third in those. And so there are multiple areas, I guess, and every area consists of multiple nodes. And when you get to the exit node of that area, you can get to the next area. So we're in the third area here of this mission, and this is the last node. So this will not actually get me back to the area screen, but will get me into the will end the mission. So when you end the mission, you get back to the map screen, and the map screen allows you to get to different missions. There are 2 different zones right now. Unlocked, you can unlock more, and every zone has missions, and you can choose a mission to go for, and that will have a difficulty and a reward and a faction and stuff like that. And missions work a little. There are 2 different kinds of missions basically. So you can go into a mission and you say, okay, you get an amount of money, or you have an amount of money actually. That's just your money, and you can spend part of that money on a submarine. You can go for the standard sub, for example, or you can go for one of the others. And there's no back button here. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, you click the sub. So you can go for the standard sub, which has decent health, or well, low health, and 12 fuel and 4 capacity for crew members. Or you can go for the tanker sub, which has lots of fuel capacity. Or you go for the armored sub, which has lots of health, but they're more expensive, and you will unlock more obviously later on. But that's what you get for the start. And when you choose your sub, you choose your team, and then you can, if you don't fill up your submarine with your team, then you can add mercs as well. This is actually the first time I could fill my whole sub with a full team. That's cool. Usually I get a merc. Usually I get the sniper here. That's the sniper I use. And the mercs cost money, and they will stay with you for that one mission. But you can hire them again if you don't kill them. Or if you don't get them killed, actually. I should say. You don't actively kill them, usually. So that's how missions work, but not all missions. In some missions you get a crew. I think there's one in the other zone somewhere. Might be this one. I'm not sure. This mission is special, first because it's an advanced story mission. Like, you can repeat all those missions and you will get the reward, or you go for the story mission and advance the story, which will unlock more areas and unlock more missions and stuff like that. But the other missions are just like repeatable, basically. So I played the first mission, or the easy mission in this other zone, twice now already, I think. So you can just go for the same mission over and over again and try to get the reward and farm the reward, basically. So there's no time ticking down or something like that. You just play the regular missions until you feel strong enough for the story-based mission. I mean, you have to keep your money up, obviously, but yeah, if you're not playing terrible, like this mission is easy for a reason. It gives you money, so I think that's the mission you fall back to if you completely screwed up all your resources. So there's no fail state for the full game, I think, at least as far as I know. So that's a big difference to XCOM as well, obviously. Oh yeah, what I didn't mention, that's the very, very big difference to XCOM. Your characters will heal after not every mission, but after every encounter. So basically, every time you get out of combat, or not out of combat, but back to your sub, you will heal completely. Which is a huge difference, because that means that damage is not as terrible as or taking damage is not as terrible as it is in XCOM. Dying is permanent for the character, yes, but just taking damage doesn't really matter. So if you get a lot of health, you can play pretty aggressively. That's actually a thing I dislike, because I really liked in XCOM that you have to be really, really careful about getting hit, or about not getting hit rather. So that's the thing I really like in XCOM, and also the tension of actually having to win this game and not just like farming resources or farming the easy missions until you're strong enough for the good ones. I prefer that as well. In general, I think the game has a lot of good ideas. Like, there are a lot of cool mechanics, especially in the combat, as I explained earlier, and I really like those, but I really dislike everything else. Like, I dislike the theme. That's personal preference, obviously, but I think it's fairly generic. I dislike that there's so few possibilities for weapons and items, and the enemies are super boring. The enemies are ridiculously boring, actually. They're all the same, kind of. Like, sure, they use different weapons and stuff. Some have more health than others, but besides that, they're just all random humans that don't use any special skills or equipment or whatever. Oh, one threw a grenade at me once, so that was special, I guess. And then, yeah, the overall, like the health thing, as I mentioned, is not a thing I like. And the overall meta game is a little weird as well, because it just allows you to farm whatever mission you want, and then you go for the story mission when you feel like it, which is, I guess, a very relaxed way of playing, but I prefer games to be challenging, and that's kind of the opposite, I guess. So, yeah, so I don't know. I like what the game is trying to do, but I'm unfortunately not gonna spend much more time with it because of those reasons. To wrap it up, let's take a look at the options menu, which is okay, I guess. We have resolution screen. We don't have borderless window mode, unfortunately, which is actually, never mind. We have borderless window mode. I'm a little dummy. It is in borderless window. If we don't have a proper full screen mode, that is. We have separate sound sliders, which is good, and a few options down here. You can turn on or off screen shake, and you can opt out of the anonymous stat tracking thingy. And you can choose how the camera panning works. So this is okay. Like, it's a 2D game. You don't need extensive graphic settings here. Key rebinds would be good, definitely, because the game has a lot of keys or key bindings, which is good. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to rebind them. So yeah. But besides that, the settings menu is okay. So, and that's overall my summary for the game. It's okay. It has some great ideas and some great mechanics, but it's getting, or at least for me, it's getting dragged down by a lot of the more bigger design decisions, I guess, like how the metagame works and stuff like that. Yeah, it's called Depth of Extinction if you want to check it out yourself. Link is in the description below. I'm TH Pion. Thanks a lot for watching. Have fun and see you next time.